Wastewater Dan presents wastewater math calculated with Excel spreadsheets. As a new service of ESDLT's Environmental Academy, environmentalacademy.com, today's example is having no short-circuiting. When did the metered wastewater enter the clarifier? Well, there's a lot of data in this particular problem, and I've actually provided the answer in pieces in 3 different installments, but I'm just going to summarize everything here so we tie all this in to answer the problem. So let me first read the data, and the data is: a wastewater treatment plant treats concentrated waste metered into the general waste stream. The concentrated waste flowing 2 GPM is metered into a general waste stream of 23 GPM. The wastewater flows through 4 treatment tanks. Treatment tank or TT11, TT12, TT13, and TT14. And it flows through all these tanks prior to entering the clarifier. The dimension for each tank is as follows: TT11, 7 feet diameter and 9 feet tall. TT12, 7 feet diameter and 10 feet tall. TT13, 7 feet diameter and 10 feet tall. And TT14, 7 feet diameter and 11 feet tall. Each tank has a 2-foot freeboard and an additional 3-foot cone at the bottom of the tank. Both days, Wednesday and Thursday, the plant started up the wastewater treatment at 7:20 a.m. and ran 4 hours and 40 minutes. Having no short-circuiting, when did the metered wastewater enter the clarifier? So now I'm going to just summarize here briefly the 3 individual installments, and then I'm just going to walk you through the where you can actually see the videos on individual. But essentially what we need to do is calculate the volume of gallons of all 4 of these tanks. The second thing we needed to do is to calculate the detention time to pump the wastewater through these tanks. And the third thing we needed to do is identify the clock time at which the wastewater had flowed through all 4 tanks, because after it flowed through all 4 tanks it would then enter the clarifier. Okay, so let's go down and look at the first installment of this. This is where we actually calculate the volume in gallons of 4 circular tanks with cone. And this is the YouTube video. You can go to my YouTube channel, Wastewater Dan YouTube, and you can just click on the video that's titled "Calculate Volume in Gallons of Circular Tank." This is where we calculated it. We went through it, and this is where we get 10,358 gallons is the total gallons in those 4 tanks. So after we do that, then we went through and we calculated the detention time in minutes to pump through 4 tanks. And you see the YouTube channel link, and you see the title of the channel. And we plugged this information into this formula, and we determined that it was 414 minutes to pump through the 4 tanks. So then we go and look at the third installment, and this is actually fairly lengthy here, but this one is labeled to calculate the clock, day, and time for operational run minutes, and that's the link there. And I actually broke this up into 2 pieces. The first thing I wanted to do is figure out how many minutes was going to be in that 4 hours and 40 minutes from 7 a.m. to noontime. So I put the formula in here, and I see where it got 280 minutes. And then the next thing I wanted to do, I wanted to figure out at what time the remaining 134 minutes, 414 minus 280 is 134, at what clock time did the 134 minutes elapse. And this bottom formula in here is what we use to calculate the additional 134 minutes after starting at 7:20 a.m. So that's the answer. 9:34 a.m. on day 2 is when the wastewater would have pumped all the way through the 4 tanks and would have entered the clarifier. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you've learned something from it. I urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I should be updating with new videos at least once a week. And I urge you to ask questions, ask me to solve some problems for you. And if you got any comments, please do that as well. So appreciate you spending 6 minutes with me, and hope to be back in touch real soon.